All right, good morning. Checking audio. Looks good, I think. Okay. So I'm Jessie Burgard. I'm reading The Art of Focus by Dan Koe, 3 pages a day at 7:45 Eastern Time on YouTube. And my dogs, hey, that's enough. My dogs might make noise in the background, so just want to warn you about that. Maybe you can't hear them, but it's distracting to me. All right. Here we go. So I'm on page 42. It's in the first section of the book. And if you want to catch up, you can watch the past days on YouTube or on LinkedIn on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Here we go. To understand this evolutionary process of survival, we must understand systems. A system is a group of components that work together to achieve a common goal. Language is a system that helps humanity communicate, but it also plays a role in almost every other goal that can be achieved. Roads are a system for efficient transportation. These roads have evolved and become more efficient as problems revealed themselves. Belief systems, like religious ideology, give people certainty going into an uncertain future. These teachings have been translated with the evolution of language to retain their impact. As systems degrade, problems pop up, and our natural behavior is to solve these problems for the sake of survival. Not physical survival, but conceptual, to survive the systems that run civilization. The mind is a complex set of systems that allows us to interact with reality, meaning most of what we do, even if it's not for survival, is goal-oriented. Some of these goals are conscious, some aren't, and they all direct our focus and consume mental energy. Now, there is a universal pattern to notice here. Human behavior is influenced by a desirable goal, system to achieve that goal, and a problem that once made conscious pushes people to act. The degree of clarity that this process provides will influence how people perceive the goal, that is, whether it is worth pursuing or not. We can consider this entire process a hierarchy of goals. The desirable end goal is a given, but a system and accompanying problems house goals within themselves. When one spots a problem, a goal to solve that problem is implied. To reach that goal, clarity must bridge the gap with a series of goals, descending in order of execution to order the mind and encourage action. In a world where so few people set, and even fewer achieve, their own goals, one can piece together an argument that a new version of slavery has emerged after the Industrial Revolution, not physical, but mental. If you don't know what you want, you will be told what you want, and you'll believe it. If you don't create a purpose, you'll be assigned one. If you don't create a career, you'll be assigned one. If you don't create a hierarchy of goals to invest your mental energy in, you will be assigned one, like climbing a corporate, religious, or status ladder just to realize you wasted 80% of your life. This is not a conspiracy theory, but the product of evolution that mental enslavement starts at birth. The interplay of culture, society, and survival place multiple hierarchies of goals in front of us. Go to school, get good grades, praise the God you subscribe to, watch the news to stay informed, and retire when you have enough to scrape by with the little time you have left. Question nothing and invest your mental energy in the certain system laid in front of you. These are not bad and are necessary stepping stones in many cases, but the point stands. It's no wonder so many people seem miserable. You don't need special glasses to see that. You can tap a few buttons on your phone and deduce what goals people are pursuing, the system their minds are running on, and the superficial problems they take too seriously that result in misery. Collective mental energy is what creates modern power. From the bottom up, key pillars of the external world structure are fueled by unconscious attention, intention, and will. When we pull from our experiences to know what we don't want, gain clarity on what we want, and construct a personal hierarchy of goals to frame our focus, the potential for life enjoyment increases dramatically. But if we don't want to be victims of mental entropy, we must create, improve, and allow for the evolution of systems to aid in our personal development. With experience, we can make these systems more efficient with time. The end goal: full control over where we focus our mental energy, thanks to our ability to achieve personal goals, create efficient systems, and solve better problems. Number 3, experience. Most people would agree that they want to maximize the enjoyment in their lives, but their actions do not reflect that. Happiness as a metric has been distorted, and pleasure isn't sustainable, so enjoyment is the word of choice here. To sustain maximum enjoyment, you need ample experience. What is experience? It is what's right in front of you, not a projection into the future, not a reminisce on the past. Everything outside of the present moment is not direct experience, but an experience of the experience, which can spiral into overthinking, overwhelm, and overanalysis. This can be useful in moderation with a tool like self-reflection, but should be a practice in your life. But you may miss out on the only thing that's real, especially if you get sucked into the superficial pursuits of the materialistic paradigm. It's impossible to know with absolute certainty what the future holds. Yet, that's what the societal machine promises. The results are almost always unnecessary pain, suffering, and lack of passion for life itself. Why? Because we project further away from the present, get lost in the details, and fabricate problems that have nothing to do with our next step. This is the negative scenario of over-imagination. Don't label any of this as bad just yet. It's possible to know what the past held, and through our self-reflective consciousness, directed by an internal shift in focus, we can make quick and decisive choices toward a better future. This process becomes more accurate with time because we all have a starting point. The start will be slow because you may be solving the wrong problem, but if you continue solving your own problems or correcting your past mistakes, a positive future is inevitable. You will have to face problems that, when fixed, will threaten your conceptual understanding of who you are. Hold the intention in your mind to be open to change throughout this book. The path of a problem solver or value creator is how you escape the world of replaceability. Fall in love with the challenge that problems present, from superficial to metaphysical, and your ideal future will create itself. This is the infinite game. All right, thanks for joining me today, and I hope to see you here tomorrow.